Hey, today I'm not even doing the intro with the music, with nothing. This is a special episode. Sitting across from me, people are saying is the best high school basketball player ever in the city of Houston. The baddest dude, one of the baddest guards ever to come through H-Town. That's a big, big statement. The dude across from me was a big-time high school player. Set the city on fire, set the country on fire. I'm going to cut right to the chase. It's Tommy Mason Griffin, TMG.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for bringing me in.
Dog, what that's like you hearing that people thought you were the best high school player ever in our city. And listen, I'm talking about Clyde Drexler, Daniel Gibson, TJ Ford, Rob Williams, they say you are the best. What that mean to you, man?
It mean like the people that watched all these players play and crown me that, it mean like they really giving me my card. Like they really letting me know I'm a legend. So by them saying this and different people saying it, it's helping my legacy live on.
Now, do you feel like you're the best player ever from Houston?
I do.
That's big time.
I do. And if I'm not the best, I feel like I'm at least top 4, top 5. And I feel like when it's the top 5, it's preference. It's just preference at that point.
Now, so for me, I'm if you 09, I'm 8 years older than you. So I was in Europe and Switzerland playing, and you know, man, over there, you know how it is. Like you killing time. So one day I'm on ESPN.com. I'm trying to stay abreast, stay afloat of what's going on in the city. On the headline, I see Nike Peace Jam standouts. It's a picture of a stocky dude in a Houston Hoops uniform and say Tommy Mason Griffin on the bottom. You know, under the caption of the picture, I'm like, damn, they from Houston, tough. I'm reading the article. It say you frying Peace Jam.
Right.
Christian Bed called me today. He said, ask Tommy about when he dropped 36 on John Wall at the Peace Jam.
That was a big game for me. It was a statement game for me.
Hold on, Tommy. But people who don't know, John Wall, the one that NBA All-Star, #1 pick in the draft, he was the #1 player in the country in high school. And you put 36 on his head at Peace Jam.
John Wall, that's my guy. One of the best players I played. I love him because he was at that level and he still was humble. He still can give people conversation. He still can ask questions. And I feel like that's why he went as far as he went. And he had a mentality like Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul together. So he was hungry. He was tenacious. Like he was one of them dudes. But me outplaying him in the Peace Jam was a statement game because my rankings was kind of sliding like to the 30s and 40s. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I felt like I was a top 10 player in the country.
Yeah.
So with me doing that, that's when people was like, you're going to be a lock for the McDonald's game. I'm going to Oak Hill Academy next year. All this was going on. And I averaged 30 in pool play.
Oh, wow.
So after the John Wall game, like the Nike reps and like different coaches, the Bob Givens, the Clark Francis, Dave Tellup, they was like, if the rule wasn't there, Tommy would be getting ready to try for the NBA after his high school senior year.
So straight from high school to the league.
I would have had a chance.
You would like that.
Just off of the Peace Jam.
So let me ask you this, dog. Like, what was that like for you at that time? Like, really like being a man, Tommy, like really like a city like Houston full of basketball talent and like you the guy. Like
it wasn't a big deal to me because, and this is the reason why I think I'm one of the best to ever do it, because at that time, me being the best player and Tommy gonna do this and the third from different people around, I was that dude since I was like 3rd grade. So I already went like 10 years of being that dude from playing everybody across the country. So that's how I felt. It felt normal. It felt normal. It felt like I didn't have much to prove at that point.
So growing up, what team did you play for AAU growing up, like when you was a little kid?
When I was a little kid, like 3rd grade, I was with a team called the Lakers at the YMCA on Fundry.
Okay.
And we used to win that league, and I started going to AAU tournaments, and we would always lose to either the Space City All-Stars in the championship or the Southwest Spurs. Shortly after that, I went to the Southwest Spurs, and I won a bunch of tournaments. We went to BCI Nationals in Florida in like 4th grade, came in like 6th place. My 5th grade year, I went to the top 100 Adidas camp in Cali. I was the number 6 player in the country after that camp. The second game out there, I had 38 points.
As a 6th grader?
As a 6th grader.
Wow.
And you know how, like, Adidas reps get their invites, Nike reps get... The dude who brung me to this camp, I wasn't on the Adidas team. So he really looked out. He brung me and Easy. Easy was on a dude named Easy Aquari.
Okay.
He was like a top 10 player in the country when we was kids.
Okay.
But me and him went. But I wasn't on their team.
Who brought you to the camp?
The dude, Coach Philip Franshaw.
Okay.
And he told me, like, Tommy, I can see you starting to separate from everybody else. Keep working and keep getting better, but that's why I brought you here. And I respect him to this day for that because people don't look out like that. He could have brought Jamal Fenton. He could have brought Steven Rogers. He could have brought Tim Frazier. He brought me.
So, Tommy, now this is 6th grade. So what middle school did you go to? Because even, again, Christian Bay called me. He was like, yo, even in middle school, you were a legend already, 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Speak on that.
I'm a legend already because I'm in the 2nd grade playing on a 5th grade school team.
Oh, wow.
And I'm winning all the games at the Y, and we going undefeated in my school games. So, AAU, I'm going to at least the championship already. Middle school, my 6th grade year, I was playing with Team Houston. It was me, Steven Rogers, and Ray Penn, dudes like that. My 7th grade year, I went to the Houston Hoops. And that's when my game went to another level. I didn't have to kind of share the ball with 3-4 different guards that played my style of play. And that summer, Brian Jolivet taught me how to shoot.
Shout out to Brian Jolivet.
Coach Jolivet taught me how to shoot, period. All right, so once I started elevating on my jump shot, my game started going to I can get to my spots and pull up.
Yeah.
You know, most kids don't elevate on their jump shot to high school or college.
Yeah, correct.
I was doing this in the 7th grade. That's what took my game to the next level. My jump shot got a lot better. I already had the handle. I already had the IQ to get in the paint, make guys better.
So middle school AAU, but middle school ball, you running through that.
Yeah, I could average like 40 if I wanted to. And I used to have games where I had like 15 points and 15 assists.
What middle school was this?
This was Welsh Middle School. We lost 2 games in 2 years.
Oh, wow.
My middle school PE coach came to one of the games and was like, Tommy, you're going to be special, man. You're so unselfish. You can average 50. Thank you for being that unselfish. And that stuck with me, like, to just move the ball some, pick my spots versus really just attacking every time.
And now from Welch, what made you decide to go to Madison? Like, I'm sure a lot of high schools hitting you up, private schools, other public schools. What made you be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the school in the Clark, I'm gonna go to Madison?
I was gonna go to Hightower initially. Coach Greg Wise left. Coach Phillips left. Coach Phillips went to Madison. I was thinking about Wedgbury Christian. That was pretty much it. Hightower, Madison, Wedgbury Christian. I chose Madison because I felt like it was close to my house, and Coach Moore recruited me the hardest. And I felt like that was like the coach that was gonna let me go because, like, my 7th grade summer, 8th grade summer, he used to like invite me to varsity pickup, and I'm already in the mix with these guys. So that was a big reason why.
So you jump on campus, you at Madison. Now you a sensation. Freshman year, you putting up crazy numbers, like stupid numbers. In your mind, in the hood, like what was that love for? Like, what was that love for you in the hood? Like, you 14, 15 years old.
The hood love was different. The hood love was like I'm that person, like, man, he gonna make it. He gonna put everybody on. And just everybody put me on that pedestal.
So, like, even as a 14, 15-year-old, I mean, because, for instance, man, like, you know, like, once you're a hood athlete, you a star in the hood as an athlete. Like, the OGs look out for you. They show you love. They take care of you. You don't have to want for nothing. They give you cash and looking out and clothes, a whole nine. So, as a high school freshman, you got this big rep already.
Right.
How are you, like, with your teammates? Like at the school, you know, people as a 14, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're a freshman showing love.
Yeah, I never really hung with my teammates. And I kind of regret it now because.
Who you hanging with, like older dudes from the neighborhood?
People was already out of school. I'm hanging with my older cousins, my big homies. Yeah. They was grown. Like, the people I'm hanging with graduate 98,
oh, wow.
2001.
You older than me, my age.
VY 02.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what was going on. But why my peers and my classmates respected me and I always showed love is because, Like I was just super humble. Like I didn't come back from having 36 on John Wall telling everybody at school.
Yeah.
When I'm going to Orlando, Vegas, Atlanta, I'm not coming back on Monday like, bro, I was just in Atlanta. I never did that.
You just chilling still in the hallway.
I was still quiet. I was still an A&B student.
Yeah. Just humble.
Just super humble. Just knowing like I'm not there yet. It's a lot more work to do.
So when you're in high school at these games, now you're a sophomore, junior year in high school, like you the guy. It's big games. Every time you step in the gym, the arena is packed. What was that like for you? Like, did you have a target on your back, dude, trying to go at you in the city? And you had to, because what people don't understand is like when you the guy, you always got a target, bro, and like you always got to live up that to it every time. This is This pre-social media. People have Facebook. There's no Instagram. There's no Twitter. So like the legend of TMG, of Tommy Mason Griffin, is growing, and you got to pull up to see him.
Right.
And so these other dudes in the city want to go at you, going against you. In a time in our city when it was like the prime, we got plenty of McDonald's All-Americans, we got pros, we got college All-Americans, dudes in the league, dudes getting drafted, lottery picks. So it's the prime of our city, and you the guy with a target on your back. What was it like for you as a player walking in the gym knowing like it's people coming to see the Tommy Mason Griffin show?
Just staying level-headed, just never getting too high and never getting too low. So people used to text me before the game or talk to me before the game like, T, what you gonna do? We here to see you. This, that, and the third. In my mind, I'm like, I just got to go out here and play the right way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask Coach Morrow, I can say I scored at least like 20 to 30 games. I scored at least 20 to 30 times on just second half or just fourth quarter. So I would start the game off just getting people involved. Like Richard would get 20, Joe get 20. I'm gonna get at least 6 to 8 assists just off finding shooters in the corner.
It's funny you say that, dog, because it's a coach. He coached at Sam Rayburn now. When I put the tweet out, I was like, yo, we got Tommy Mason Griffin in the studio, Sloan Cold Facts tonight. He tweeted me. He was like, in a playoff game, I think versus Hastings, he said, he was like, in the second half, he was taking the official book. He was like, you was getting so many buckets, he didn't even have room on the book for how many buckets, like to keep writing 2, 3 free throws. He was like, he went crazy in the fourth quarter, went crazy.
So that was 31 points in the fourth.
Yes.
And I think that was seven to 8 threes over the second half.
You had 31 in the fourth in the playoff game? That's crazy.
And I was a 10th grader.
You was a sophomore?
I was a sophomore. And I was playing versus Hastings, a team that grew up together since kids.
So, yeah, again, dog, you being that young and, like, carrying your group, like, the whole shit on your back, like, you never once thought, like, to yourself, like, man, like, I'm really him. Like,
I knew I was him, but I just kept it to myself, to be honest with you. I always I like other people to talk about me more than me just putting it out there. So I knew I was him just off the IQ. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to older people. I'm hanging with older people. I'm watching more basketball than everybody. To this day, I still watch more ball than everybody. So I know everybody tendencies. You know how dudes got to use the what is it on 2K with the shot thing under them?
Yeah.
They using that because you don't know everybody game.
Yeah.
You supposed to know everybody release. You supposed to know everybody particular.
So you were a basketball student even as a high school?
I was a student since I was a kid. If you look at my film, you going to see Iverson in my film from me doing a snatchback pull. Yeah. You going to see Kobe in my film. You going to see all these greats in my film. I'm studying.
And that started for you when? What age? Because you know
I was in elementary when I used to watch these games. Like I didn't watch movies and regular TV till I got older. We only watched the sports channel in my crib.
That's it. ESPN basketball.
That's it.
It's crazy you say that, man, because that's a complaint now. Even me as an evaluator, as a scout, I have sometimes with the kids. Like I'm like, yo, do y'all really like watch this shit? Do you love it? Like, do you study it?
They don't. They on Instagram looking at clips.
Yeah.
they watching clips. They not watching the game. They not watching how he made that bounce pass or how he fed the post or how they just looking for highlights. And I did the small things to really craft my game.
So even at a young kid, Tommy, you studying, watching the game.
Yes. When I'm young in the 4th, 5th grade, the hezzy pull, I got that from Francis and T-Mac. I got getting to my spots, Jermaine Nelson. When you see me throwing nice passes, that's Steve Nash and them. I'm really studying. Like,
and that's crazy.
And I'm finna really try it in the game. Like, I had that confidence with, like, my coach say this or say this play. I'm about to really still try what I'm imaginating, cause I know I'm gonna make the shot, and you gonna not worried about that play you just called.
Yeah, man. These, like, for this episode for sure, this is going viral. I'm gonna make sure kids see that, like, a guy your caliber, one of the best players in the country, you seeing at 9, 10 years old, you watching film, you studying the game, you're not even watching movies or little kids show, you watching basketball.
When we had road games, AAU, my AAU coaches can vouch for this.
Who your AAU coaches?
Coach Brian, Coach Greg Wise, Coach Byron Gibson, Coach Betts, Coach Lowe. All my coaches, they could tell you, like, when we go to these road trips, I don't want to go to the mall with you guys. I don't want to go to the theme park. I'm only going to the gym and hotel only. I'm going to be the first one down, too. Be the first one in the lobby.
So you was on the Kobe shit back then. Man,
I've been locked in. I didn't hang with nobody. I was just all bit, like, look, I went to Hal Passion brought me to Peace Jam as a 7th grader with the 17U team. I'm 13 going to the 8th grade. I'm with 17U. I'm with Nick Wise, Jermichael Finley, AJ Abrams, David Jefferson, Martellus Bennett, Finney Otterbein. I'm with these dudes.
As a rising 8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah.
I asked Nick Wise 1,000,001 question at Peace Jam. Bro, who is that? What he ranked? What school he going to? Who is that? What he ranked? I'm going from that to when we get back to the hotel, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let me see how nice he really is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I asked him so many questions. Nick was like, T, chill, bro. You gonna be great. You going to college, you gonna be great. And that gave me confidence. I stopped asking a lot of questions, but I still was sponging. I still was locked in. And that's why I went 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. So when I finally became a junior, that's why I averaged 30 in pool play. I already been to Peace Jam 5 years. Dudes out there, big eyes from they first. This is the first time.
This your 5th year.
It's my 5th year.
It's nothing to you now.
And I started on the 17U since 9th grade.
So this is crazy. Like, listen, we got history here on this episode tonight, man. Tommy, talk about some of your influences. You mentioned studying players you watch. What about guys here in Houston? I know before I've heard people say that you reference a guy I played with, one of my good friends, Carlos Hurt, and his confidence, his ability to get buckets, his ability to play well in the big game. Who are some of your local kind of influencers?
My local influences was TJ, Carlos, Tat, and Daniel Gibson. And I pulled something from all their games. Like, to me, TJ is a guy who, like, he can really control the game without taking one shot.
Right.
And he's a pest on defense. And he's just, he get to his spots whenever. When I look at Los, like, this was a big thing of mine when I was a little, like 10 years ago, or just say 15 years ago, getting into high school. I felt like your game was average if you couldn't shoot off the dribble. Mm-hmm. So Los was already hitting you with combinations and getting to threes.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's NBA players can't shoot off the dribble from 3. I watch everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get that from, and the swag, like, hey, bring your swag to the gym, kids. Do not leave your swag at home.
Yeah.
D. Gibb. Gibb was that person who, like, just made me want to work on my jumper.
And this is Daniel Gibson for everybody.
Daniel Gibson is probably the only player from Houston that can give you 40 night in, night out without sweating. No sweat, all tray balls, all pump fake, one dribble, get to his spot, pull. No sweat. Tag Minor, he was more like, he was like me 2.0 in my mind. Like, he was real gritty and just really out the hood and just, man, he called me one night like, T, man, the city love you, man. That's cool and all. But I gave LeBron 53.
Yeah.
I gave Mustafa Shakur 50.
Yeah.
I gave this player 47. I know everybody love you, but this is my stats. Yeah. I was like, but I respect that, bro. And yeah. I love Tech because he put me on a mean shoe plug when I was in high school. I'm getting shoes from NBA reps. And he really put his arm around my shoulder like, tie me up next. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm at Lucas working out with like the Damon Stoudemire's, the TJs, the John Lucas III. I love Lil John too. He used to take me to go eat after Lucas workout sometimes. Kind of taught me how to eat. But what I was saying, Tack used to just tell everybody like Tommy is him, he next up. So, and I love that about Tack.
And even that, Tommy, kind of going back to what I said when the hood love you, like what was that like for you as a high schooler when you got guys like Tack Minor, guys before you, Tack Minor, Lil John, John Lucas III, TJ, like you at these workouts taking you on their wing, they getting you.
No, they wouldn't. It's only a few people took me under their wing.
Okay.
I say Tack. I say Lil John, and I say my boy Mike James.
Mm-hmm. So even them showing you love like that, getting you the shoe plugs, like looking out for you. What was that like? To me, it would seem like your confidence already through the roof, but with that like push and with that love, it made you like untouchable. Even
it took my confidence. My best summer of ball was my 7th grade summer and my 8th grade summer of me just getting better and just chasing something. So shout out to Steve Bowie and Mike Nichols. They was already like seniors in high school or 1 year out of high school, but they picked me up every day my 7th grade summer to play varsity pickup. So when I get back, this type of stuff just had my confidence going through the roof. Coach Marr calling me like, we got a spring, what was it, like a off-season tournament with the varsity team. This is a summer of my 7th, 8th grade year. I'm getting minutes with the varsity team.
Yeah.
When I go to Lucas workouts, it's kids my age in there, but at a certain time after we do drills and everything, he tell the kids go to this end. He used to leave me on the end with the pros. Yeah. I'm 13 years old. So without him saying that, you don't got to tell me I'm nice.
Yeah.
By you leaving me down here with them is giving me confidence. My 9th grade year, Coach Wise started me on the 17U as a freshman. That's ultimate confidence. I'm playing versus all these dudes you could think of, and he put me on the best guard. He letting Jay rest.
Yeah. I'm
guarding the best.
It's tough, man. What was that like playing for that Houston Hoops AAU program? You know, now with JL3 got a EYBL deal and the Hoops here in the city still with their deal. What was that like? Like, how did that change your life playing for the Houston Hoops?
The Hoops changed my life. It changed my life because, man, they just did everything. They put me on that. They put me on that platform. That platform. Like, we used to walk in the gym and how passionate is. Like, I don't care what y'all have them ranked. This is the best guard in the country. This how passionate talking to rivals, scout. Tommy Mason Griffin the best guard in the country. I don't care what you guys have him ranked. Hal saying this, and you know he making sure we play on the main floors. We never played in the back gym with the hoops. So that was a lot of publicity. So
now, Tommy, you've had this great high school career. Also, too, let me say this, too. It was a clip that I watched even when I was in Europe. It was an event. It was you versus, y'all were going at it.
Ray Penn, probably.
Ray Penn.
That's my guy.
Legendary atmosphere, legendary game. Talk about that TMG versus Ray Penn. Talk about the atmosphere, what happened after that whole scenario.
That was Yuri thinking Ray Penn was the best guard in the city.
Talking about John Yuri.
And that was just me showing up. That's all it was. And me and Ray had plenty battles. That was just the one on camera. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah. Ray was definitely a good player, a player I respect. Like, I respect Ray energy. Like, offside of basketball, Ray one of them, he stand up. Yeah. And that's what I like about him.
I saw the clip on YouTube. It's standing room only. Y'all going shot for, I mean, like deep NBA threes. Mm-hmm. Y'all getting to the rim. It's crazy in that gym. What's that atmosphere like for you?
It's time to show up. It's one of them moments you got to embrace, and it's one of them moments, you know, like when you producing this, everybody gonna be talking about it. You know, this was like Jim Hicks and them there, and Yuri there, and this person there. So you perform here, you gonna be the man of the town.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you had this great high school career. It's coming to an end. You McDonald's All-American, right? Mm-hmm. Were you Jordan Brand too?
Yeah.
Jordan Brand All-American. All the schools in the top schools in the country recruiting you. Talk about your recruiting process, like getting down to your final 4 or 5 schools, and what was the decision that led you to choose Oklahoma?
Baylor was the first school that started recruiting me. They were sending mail to Welch.
Oh, wow.
So Baylor, Scott Drew, Tang, Coach Mills, them my guys. And I feel like I really should have went there when I look back.
To Baylor.
I should have went to Baylor and soaked up game from Tweedy and had to play with him or had to come off the bench and just get better for my sophomore, junior year. I would have dominated. Baylor fell out of the loop. I feel like they started recruiting me hard. I don't know why. All right. OU stepped in. Real good coaches. Coach Capel, my guy, too, let me go. I always love coaches that let you make 3-4 turnovers and don't even be just
don't flinch. Yeah,
man, don't even look. I looked at the bench; he wasn't even looking at me. I was like, okay, this coach finna really let me go. And it was a few games where I wasn't shooting that much in the first half, and he telling me pick it up. I'm like,
hold on,
pick it up.
Wait.
Wow, he want me to go out here and just get going.
Now wait, you hold on, you're going too fast. We got because this is that Oklahoma whole recruiting. Let's back up. So Baylor recruiting you. So it's the end of going into your senior year. What 4 or 5 schools you like? Yo, I think I'm gonna go to these schools.
OU, North Carolina State. That was really it. Kentucky tried to slide in. Calipari
with Kentucky at the end.
Yeah.
And so, what made you choose OU? I
just wanted to go be a starter and play 30 minutes a game and see what I can do versus upperclassmen.
So you had Jeff Capel coming to the Clark, coming to Madison. He recruiting you. He's like, yo, Tommy, I'm gonna put the ball in your hands. What's that like for you, even as a freshman, true freshman?
And that was big time. I felt like this was going to be the biggest stage I played on. I'm about to play 25, 30 minutes a game, ESPN. I took advantage of it.
Now, the McDonald's All-American experience, talk about that, man. You, again, people don't understand, when you're a McDonald's All-American, you in a select few, you in this fraternity that not many high school basketball players can ever be in. It's for the top 20, top 25 players in the country. You make that event and a Jordan Brown out of Madison. Talk about your Mickey D's experience. Some of the guys you played with in that game, played against in that game.
McDonald's experience was a good experience. Some people don't know it's a week long. We was in Miami for a whole week. Went to the Ronald McDonald Halls, went to a few other charity places. But we did a lot of scrimmaging. We did a lot of one-on-one drills. So it was a lot of competition. Yeah. And the players that was there with me was Mason Plumlee, Henson, Tiny Gallon, DeMarcus Cousins, Derek Favors, Xavier Henry, Avery Bradley, John Wall, Lance Stevenson, and Malik Waynes, and a bunch of other cats. But that's the
main guys.
Yeah.
So from there, again, you playing the Mickey D's game, playing the Jordan Brand game. You got all these accolades coming to Oklahoma. You and Tiny Gallon go to Oklahoma together. Wait, also too. So it was a time you were thinking about leaving Madison and going to Oak Hill. That was like a rumor, kind of like a thing. What happened with that?
I just changed my mind last minute, like the 2 days before the flight.
Oh, so they bought the flight and everything?
Yeah, I already had packages, everything. Yeah.
You were like, nah, I'm going to stay.
I went to Brazil for like 2 weeks.
Basketball?
My junior summer.
Okay.
And I just felt like I just missed home on them whole 2 weeks in Brazil. And when I came back, it was like I was supposed to leave to go to Oak Hill in like a week.
So was this for USA Basketball?
Yeah, this is USA Basketball.
So you made USA Basketball team. Y'all go to Brazil, and then you like, I'm cool on this.
Yeah, I'm cool, and I just killed Peace Jam. I should be solid on making the McDonald's game.
Who else was at Oak Hill?
That was a bad decision too, though. I feel like
not going to Oak Hill.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
I feel like I had the McDonald's game locked, but I needed that year away from Herm Clark, and I needed that year of getting publicity before college. The kids that's at these academies and playing at these national tournaments, like just say John Wall or Avery Bradley. I think Avery Bradley was at like Finley Prep or something. Yeah. They playing each other year round, not just in the summer. So if I'm at some of these Christmas holiday classics and some of this, my projection, my hype going into college is more hype than I'm having. Even though I'm a McDonald's All-American going in, you having a lot more publicity when you coming from one of them programs and they seeing you year round.
Because at Madison, y'all not getting that same action.
We not playing national teams. We played St. Patrick's in Oak Hill my junior year.
Yeah, at Hal's deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you want to you should have got away from the Clark.
Yeah.
Again, talk like now you go into your senior year, you really the man now. Again, talk about like let people know, illustrate again what the hood, the Clark, like what it can do to you as far as like mentally, all the stuff on your back, like all these expectations on you. And like you said, like
I'm having these expectations, all the stuff on my back, but it's not really affecting me. What's affecting my game is the approach. And the approach is like I'm I'm comfortable at Madison. You know what I mean? So I'm playing nonchalant in some games. I'm just not giving it my all. I'm waiting on the next moment. Versus if you at Oak Hill and you play this Corey Joseph this night and Kendall Marshall this night, and this you gonna be
challenged.
You gonna be up for it.
So you saying that Madison was almost like it was too easy?
Yeah, it was no more competition my senior year. It was
challenge.
Yeah, it was over with.
And so now again, the it's no challenge. The hood, everybody love you. You the man. Are you saying it was some complacency there to where he's like, yo, like I'm him. I'm here. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm cool. Whereas, like you said, them other guys are getting better every day, and it's something that I talk about now when kids think about leaving. I try to tell high school coaches like your schedule matters.
I feel like all good high school players or all good players in general should face some adversity and be in uncomfortable positions before college. Don't wait till college for them to learn how to play off the ball or learn how to come off the bench or just learn that things not finna go your way. And that got me back hungry because I was listening to Will.
Who was Will?
Willie Warren.
Okay.
When I get to OU campus, he kind of having every conversation saying, I'm coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really saying that. I'm just listening like, bro really putting a target on his head right now. Like he's waking me all the way back up. So we get to the first official practice. I'm picking him up full. I already scouted him. You can't go left. You can't dribble well enough to go left right now. You're not really looking to make nobody. You simple. You trying to score every time. I know how to guard you. Mind you, Will on the cover of all college magazines. He supposed to be projected number 5 in the draft. 8 games into that season, Coach K would tell me I'm the best player on the team.
And for those who don't know, he talking about Willie Warren.
And Willie Warren is that dude.
Who was a dude.
That's my brother.
Who was a dude. Like, I was in college.
I talk to him right now and tell him, like, to me, you still better than Damian Lillard. Mm-hmm. You for sure better than Eric Bledsoe. And you better than Chris Paul to me. Chris Paul still can't go left to this day.
So, 8 games into the season. Before that, though, practice, you and Willie Warren ass. Picking them up full, going at them every day.
When we hit the hill, we hit the track, I'm competing everything. We matched up.
Talk real quick. I'm gonna elaborate on this. The competition part for me, Tommy. Man,
this woke me all the way up. This man just kept saying, "Yeah, Tommy, you're gonna have to come off the bench because the scouts want to see if I can play the 1, and so they gonna bring you all." I was like, I never changed my composure. I just was in my head like when practice started.
You on his ass.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of times I mention competing to kids. For me, dog, like people say, "Oh, Sloan, you like guys that play hard and compete more than like the skilled kids," and that may or may not be true, but you got to be able to. I feel
like everybody got their preference though. That's your preference,
right?
The next evaluator love bounce and they love 6'10", 6'11". I feel like it's nobody really just like real game. Mm-hmm. Like, have you seen this kid that you love? Have you seen him play off the ball? Have you seen him do anything in half court offense consistently? Have you seen him make any shots consistently that you can tell like that's his go-to shot? It'll be a kid that's 6'8" with good wingspan, can run and jump, get in a few passing lanes, get a few dunks, maybe hit a few threes, and they'll be like the top 15 player in the country. Ain't showed you can go left, no mid-range game. They haven't showed you they can play off the ball well, no pin downs. It's like it's a bunch of different things to the game.
And see, if you haven't played the game, you wouldn't understand that. Mm-hmm. Which is why I always say guys that play the game have a little bit more of an advantage if they get in this evaluator scout space.
That's right.
Because they understand, if they really studied the game, they understand those nuances you were just talking about, actually. So at OU, you get to OU, you got Willie Warren on your team. He was a guy last year getting buckets. Here you come, Mickey D's, Jordan Brand guy. Coach Capel gives you the ball.
He went through Willie. I didn't really get the ball till Willie got injured.
Then you got it.
Then I got the ball. But when Willie was playing,
it was his ball.
It was his ball. We was running a set for him every time down. But my body language was not changing. I'm playing defense harder, and I'm making sure I'm efficient on my open shots. So I'm still getting you 12 and 5, 11 and 5 without getting no play calls for me.
And now as a freshman, Tommy, you averaged 14 points and 5 assists. People, again, you got to be a real basketball guy to understand.
It could have been like 18 too, Sloan, if I was in better shape. I still wasn't in shape.
Why was that?
I just never knew how to eat. And I didn't know it took that till I got grown. I was asking my boy Mike. I'm like, I'm asking you. You'll take somebody, you a GM.
Yep.
You would take somebody who gotta learn how to get their body right and learn how to eat, or somebody who need to work on their game.
You asking me a question?
I'm asking you a question. What do you think majority would pick?
Majority would pick learn how to eat. Well, excuse me, back up. I would pick the guy who had the game but need to be taught how to eat properly.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of dudes had potential that got selected in this draft or just get ranked ahead of me in high school ball
because of your body, because of their body.
I don't pass the eye test when I show up, and I don't know how to, so I'm catching cramps in games and everything.
So now, what you eating? You eating like you in the Clark Timmy Chan? You eating all the fried food?
Timmy Chan's, Jack in the Box. I'm not eating no cooked meals. I didn't eat no cooked meals in high school.
Fast food
every day.
College too,
basically.
And see, a lot of people don't.
And I'm man. Hey,
speak on it, Tommy.
If I had the healthy regimen, knowing how to eat properly, it would have been worse for everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because
I'm doing this without attacking the weights. I'm doing this without eating properly. I'm still partying. Everything.
Yeah, I like this. This to talk. So you saying, if you had a mindset. Now, what's crazy is you had the mindset to study the game and know the game. Right. So now, while you studying the game, TMG, you're not looking at dude's body and be like, dang, dude kind of cut away.
I'm really not, but I am. And I always say it's only a few players get to the point where they got the discipline, the money, and the game. So even if I'm looking at it that you doing whatever your body is, I can't afford to eat like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's just what it is.
So now when you get to OU, you in the Big 12, they got the training table, don't they? They got the meal plans and prep and all that. Yeah. You still like.
You got to know this is my first year with this, though.
You're a freshman.
I'm a freshman. It's my first year. Yeah. I don't know you need baked chicken and salad and asparagus or fish and green beans and broccoli. I'm still going hard on burgers and pizza and just random food.
Mm-hmm. And also, too, going back to your point about the academies, the Oak Hills, and back then the St. Patrick's and all those schools, those guys probably were eating a baked chicken and asparagus.
I guarantee you, every player ate better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Every player.
You saying if you had a better diet, it's no doubt you really cooking.
It would have been another level. I'd have been dunking in the game then.
Mm-hmm. So you at OU, 14 points, 5 assists. A lot of people don't know getting 5 assists in Big 12 is it's hard to get. It's hard to get 7 points a game.
I want people to go look up their favorite guard freshman stats. From whoever you like. Go pull up their freshman stats. Pull up their freshman 3-point percentage. Niggas cannot shoot.
Yo, listen.
Can't nobody shoot.
Hey, listen, no lie.
Pull up their freshmen.
Before I came, I said, yo, I'm a study my guy TMG. I looked up.
What my 3-point percentage was?
42.4% from threes.
Who shoot? John Wall been in the league 10 years, Bledsoe 10 years, Avery 10 years. They still cannot shoot me. They still cannot. They don't got more game than me still.
And it's crazy.
That's why I say that you rather have somebody who got game and you need to work on his weight and his diet, or somebody you got to teach how to play. And everybody going with this teach how to play versus, oh, he's not a pro yet. He's do this. Teach me though. I've never been around pro guys on a daily basis. Teach me this. Because your pro guys that's already eating like that and pulling up in the Phantoms and the Maybachs and they can't guard me. They can't do nothing with me.
So it's crazy because that 42%. I'm thinking in today's game. Hey, yo, dog. If you shoot 42%,
me and Los was before our time. That's what that's showing.
Yeah, dog. If you shoot 42% from three in today's game in college, everybody, Trey. I mean, even Trey Young, as good as he is, he didn't shoot 42% from three.
Ask Trey Young about me. He loves me.
Yeah,
he loved me.
Yeah. So you 14-5, 42% from three. Freshman year done. You what you make? Third team all Big 12, all freshman team Big 12. Now, when did you make the decision? Like, I think it's time for me to shoot to the league. It's my time.
I said that like in January to my coaches. Excuse me, but I didn't leave to come back to Houston till after the conference tournament. That was like in March sometime.
Mm-hmm. So during January, you was like, "Yo, I'm cooking this. I'm out." Like,
I wasn't even cooking yet. What
led to your decision, even in January before during conference, be like, "Yo, I'm out"?
I was just tired of the papers, tired of the schoolwork, tired of the day. I didn't like how the day went. The day was too packed for me.
Too much school, too much study hall,
all that.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was more like we in the weight room for 6. We on the court for like 7:30. I got class at 9 up until like 1. I got practice at 3. We in practice till like 6. We got to go to study hall from 7 to 9. I probably miss study hall almost every time. I can't go to study hall when Duke and North Carolina on ESPN.
Watching the game.
I'm watching every game.
Mm-hmm. Now, Tommy, some may say that's also part of being a pro.
It is.
Having a schedule, being disciplined to stick to the schedule. It is. Being disciplined to go through the workouts, go to the study halls, because it mentally prepares you for the next level.
It does, and that's why I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. I missed out on the discipline. My ears got closed, and I didn't you got to be hungry every day. Like some people try to be hungry for big games, and you got to be hungry every day. And your off day is not an off day. By the way, the pros I seen that had the 15-year careers, the 16-year careers, on an off day, just say my off day, I probably had wine in the VIP room at the arena after the game. I left, went home, probably had like some more drinks, then went out. Probably got in at like 3 in the morning, probably wake up like 12 noon and go eat something bad, whatever, fried chicken, burger. It was a pro on my team. He wake up on his off day.
Who was that?
A dude named Philip Swam. He was a German national player. Okay. He was a pro since he was 16.
Yep.
His off day, he'll wake up at like 8, 9 in the morning, go get treatment, go to the gym, make like 500 jumpers, get on the bike for like an hour, then go downtown and get a healthy lunch. He back at his apartment at like 3 p.m. on an off day. He done went treatment, got on the bike, and he done made 500 jumpers, and he went and got something healthy to eat.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And that's when you moving like that, your consistency gonna be at a whole different level. I don't care how much talent you got. The talent gonna run out on the consistency showing up every day.
So you make a decision in January, I'm going pro, I'm out. You tell Coach Capel. What was his response to that?
They wanted me to come back for 1 more year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But in your mind, it was too much school, too much extra shit.
It was all that, and they couldn't give me a good reason why I shouldn't go pro, because I asked them look at the draft, look at who really better than me, not the bullshit. Who really better than me?
Yeah.
Hey Tommy, we know you, we know this, but the media saying you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
The media want to see you do another year.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, the number 1 player in the draft, not better than me in my mind.
Who was that at the time?
John Wall.
Okay.
The next 3-4 guards that's supposed to go top 20, not better than me in my mind. From Avery, Eric Bledsoe, Grievous Vasquez, Evan Turner. These guys can't. I'm better than these dudes in my mind.
I ain't gonna lie. The Texas OU clips I saw, you was getting busy versus Avery. Man, snatch back.
You know the first
step
thing?
back. NBA trade. To the rim, you getting busy on Texas.
Have you seen Avery or John Wall jab from the 3-point line and just shoot the 3?
I saw
dribbling
you.
The ball.
I saw you that. I saw you catch face, rip through, jab, pump, 1 dribble left, pull up.
It was serious, man. It was a lot of skill work. And John and Avery will tell you, T that dude. When John Wall first seen me, bro, we was juniors at the Cactus Classic. This a tournament with Kawhi Leonard, Ronaldo, John Wall, Tim. It's a lot of pros there. You know what I mean? I get MVP of this tournament. We win it.
AAU or high school?
AAU.
Okay.
I'm leaving out the arena. John Wall was like, "What's up, Tommy? Let me talk to you for a second. I'm John Wall, bro. Good to meet you. Like, I've been playing you since 5th grade. You've been busting my ass since 5th grade." I was like, "For real? Like at nationals or what?" He was like, "Yeah, AAU nationals. Y'all beat us by like 40. So you already knew me since the 5th grade. I'm just not knowing who you is my junior year."
Yeah.
So are you ranking people? How somebody pop up in the 11th, 12th grade and they just the number one player in the country is my thing. Or how is a 7-foot big start playing ball at 9th grade ranked higher than a guy who been winning tournaments since the 3rd grade?
And you think it's because of your body and you didn't pass the eye
It's just
test?
how they do it. Like they just gonna rank us 6'11". Tiny was ranked higher than me. Tiny just started playing ball in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
So you don't got the IQ of me. You haven't even played enough ball yet to be ranked. You was the number 9 player in the country.
Yeah.
I'm like 43 on Rivals.
Yeah.
On my team, I'm the go-to player. You on my team.
In college?
No, AAU, middle school, everything, college, both too.
So Tiny with you through all this whole time?
Tiny been on my team since 8th grade with the hoops, all through high school.
And you the guy?
I'm the guy. We not going through Tiny.
Yeah, but he ranked 9th and you 43rd. So now, what was that like for you, dog? Talk on that too, Tommy. You killing, you the man. You know in your heart like, yo.
I got a tattoo that says critics and spectators aren't between the lines when I was 16. All my tattoos stood the test of time. All these tattoos y'all see, they stood the test of time. But this one say critics and spectators aren't between the lines.
I see, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm already knowing this. Like, I'm get too much respect from my peers. I don't care what a coach saying, what a GM saying. My peers is telling, I'm playing these people.
Yeah.
The evaluation is not coming down right.
Because you dominate these people.
It's not even that I've been doing it longer.
Yeah.
I still got a head and shoulders. I got inches over y'all still. Why none of y'all was on 17U in the 9th grade? Anybody in 09 class? It was like 6 of us. They was all bigs though.
Yeah.
Derek Favors was on 17U. Xavier was. Daniel Orton. And like 2 other dudes. There wasn't no guards.
But Tommy Mason Griffin.
Even the guards that I tell you I admire from here, the D Gibbs and the they wasn't starting on 17U in the 9th grade.
Now that's a fact. You was the first and probably the last throughout the whole time.
Pull up whoever your favorite guard is, from the Kimball Walkers, the Ty Lawsons, the DJ Augustine, whoever your favorite small guard was, Nick Collison, Drew Nisu. Sure, they don't have my stats as a freshman in college, and they didn't do what I did in school.
So
I averaged 30 for 9 games straight as a freshman at OU. It's people ain't getting one 30-point game. I averaged 30 for 9 straight games, Sloan.
Killing. So freshman year over OU, it's over. You put your name in the draft. You sign with an agent. Talk about from that moment you signed with an agent. What was that like from March until June in draft? Were you working out for teams, or you had tryouts?
I worked out for like 8 teams. I tore 2 ligaments in my wrist at Portland with the Trailblazers.
In the workout?
In the workout. And I was killing that workout. That was my best workout. A lot of people don't know that's what affected me in the draft. That was the only team that was rocking with me. And this was the only team who was kind of saying they'll bring me to summer league or training camp. So I missed that whole process. I was out of ball for 6 months.
So you in a workout with Portland, you tear ligaments in your wrists.
Out of ball for 6 months.
Nobody. So and this is when?
This leaving OU, trying to get ready for the draft.
So this is May.
This was June. It was right. It was like a week before. It was like a week before the draft, literally.
So June, you tear 2 ligaments in your wrists. You don't get drafted. What happens next?
I'm in Houston for like 6 months, and I signed with a tournament, and I was in Houston for like 6 months, and I signed with a team in Germany.
And so when you tear your ligaments in your wrists, you sign with this team, First League Germany. In your mind, what you thinking? Time like, fuck, I should be. I still got a chance to be in the league. I'm still supposed to be in the league.
I'm devastated. I get over there and I see the arena. I see my teams. You know, I'm the research king. I'm pulling up everybody. Who was this dude? What he did? As soon as I seen the whole roster, I was like, hey, I asked my agent, like, what am I doing here? What's going on? He was like, man, just make the best of it. And that's what I did.
So now, Tom, you gotta understand, just for some backstory, you Mickey D's, Jordan brain.
Hold on, let me say this.
Okay.
I get to Germany. I'm looking at these dudes. This a dude might be a 4-year player out of Santa Clara, averaging 9 points. He's getting paid tons more than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look up this player. He went to Santa Clara. I'm like, oh my! And they getting paid more than me. I'm done with the business. Like, I don't even like the game no more. It's like it's deflating me. It's deflating me. Is I can't even explain it. Just imagine you being better than somebody and they playing more minutes than you and getting paid more than you, because you only as good as what you could negotiate.
Cool.
You've been out of ball for 6 months. You showed up 230. All this, you got to work back in shape and you got to prove you healthy.
Now, like you said, going back, a part of the professional, being a pro, is now you learning, being in shape, getting your body ready.
Right.
You rehabbing for 6 months, you still not eating healthy.
Nope.
You still not.
I ain't eat healthy till like my 3rd year of ball.
So you still not eating healthy. You still not doing in your, like, what it takes to be a pro. But those guys, just for those guys who are in Germany, the guy from Santa Clara, he a pro. He done played in Europe 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they was way older. Dudes was like, I was 20. They was like 27 to
Right.
32.
Yeah, like my age, like been a pro for a long time, know the game, know the language barrier, know the culture differences. They on time, they in shape, they show up to training camp in time. They getting paid. In your mind, you think like, man, fuck, like, should I be like them? But you saying the whole time, you looking like, yo, I'm Tommy Mason Griffin. I average 14 and 5 at OU. I'm better than
I'm not even saying, I'm just showing up. My second game out there, I had 10 points and 11 assists in 19 minutes. That was my second game.
Yeah.
So my skill set still showing that I'm better than these dudes. It's just you got to do it for so long.
Right.
And you can't do nothing for a long time if you're not putting the work in. So that next year, we finished that season with like the 14 team and the 18 team league.
Yep.
The next year, we went to the finals.
And what team is in Germany?
This is ratio for them.
Yep. It's a really good pro. And people don't know, man, like that.
That's one of the best programs in Germany.
Yeah, Mike Taylor, the head coach.
Mike Taylor
was American also coach over there. The German first league is one of the best leagues in the world as far as marketing, advertisement, players, how they projected.
Getting paid on time.
Yeah, money's always on time. You get cars, apartments. Real quick, Tommy, you were in Germany. I also played in Germany. A lot of Germany was a great country, dog. Right. What was the experience like for you playing in Europe?
Germany was nice. It was super Americanized.
Yep.
6 Americans, 6 Germans on every team. So it was good basketball. I played some of the dudes I used to be looking up to when I was a kid that was in college.
Yep.
I played versus these dudes. Yeah. And that was nice.
So you going back to your apartment and did you ever stop thinking about the league? So you now you seeing those guys you played against in the Big 12, them dudes you named earlier, you seeing them in the league as rookies or second, third year players. Like you back at your apartment on the laptop, watch them dudes. Like you like, man, fuck, like.
I was kind of cool on the NBA. I was more like, I was trying to work towards a 30 to 40,000 a month type of deal
in Europe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, I was gonna try to work towards a EuroLeague team and just get paid like that and come back and be an entrepreneur.
Played in Germany, played at the second year, y'all had a better year. Then you tear your knee up, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I tore my knee up.
And then
I tore my Achilles.
This your third year, right?
Yeah.
So the injuries happen. Now what's your mental state, Tommy?
It's still taking more and more out of me because I'm fighting. I'm fighting at this point. I'm fighting to show that I'm better than these players on the team, which I'm already feeling like I am, and I'm still coming off the bench. I'm fighting for more money. You know what I mean? And I'm fighting for have a good season and get some NBA workouts. You know what I mean? I'm fighting for all this. And when I get injured, it's like it's constantly setting me back. And that's what was starting to teach me, like, okay, this is God showing me that I'm taking this game away from you for taking it for granted. You never taking a summer serious, or you never taking your diet serious. And that's kind of when I started trying to learn how to eat and keep my body down in the 180 to 195 range.
So at what point during the injuries or even during your career in Europe were you like, you know what, this may be it, this may be the end? Was it one of those things where you decided it's over, or were teams like, nah, we cool on you? What kind of was that thinking? What was that thinking like for you? Like, yo, should I keep doing it? Should I keep trying?
I walked away. I felt like it's too much business involved. It's not the real. And I don't respect the NBA for this because it's not the real. You're not getting the best players. You're getting semi the best players. You're getting a lot of yes men. You're getting a lot of people you feel like you can change or fit in your system. You're getting a lot of that. They not really trying to deal with people they got to really coach. And I've seen that in Germany as well. Like, we had a team, the year we went to the finals, we had a team, I was from Houston, one dude was from D.C., one dude was from Alabama. We had a bunch of hood dudes, basically, and we was all hungry. That's how we went to the finals. But my coach couldn't coach us because you know how dudes as a pro that got money, they come in, they saying whatever they want to. My coach couldn't coach them. But we went to the finals. The next year, he bring in dudes from Wisconsin, Santa Clara, BYU, Harvard. I was like, Coach, bro, you brought in all coachables?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's our business.
Now, Tommy,
it's our business.
What, for you, was that like a lesson or teaching point? Now that you older, let me say this. Now that you older, do you look back and be like, yo, we could have been more professional? Or
nah, because we was professional enough. It's just like people just don't know how to deal with hood dudes. Like, whatever they off the court is, whatever. People just want a lot of yes mans on their team. Like, they probably deal with a 7-footer or a 6'11" that's got some off the court issues. But look, we had a dude named Isaiah Sloan, one of my favorite dudes with that rock. His scoring ability was crazy. We was playing versus Bamberg.
Mm-hmm.
This was like PJ Tucker, Tebow Plyce.
Yeah. Bamberg got a big butt.
They had players that's in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, when you in one of them good games and the atmosphere is crazy.
Yeah.
You can't really get into your sets. Like, you can't really get into, you don't know what play they call and all types of stuff like that. And he making plays on his own and people shooting timid and like nobody making shots. Mind you, this dude averaged like 35 on PJ and them for 5 games that year.
Yeah. We
come to the timeout. He like, hey, y'all scared? Hey, y'all looking real scared. Hey, these people is regular. Can y'all shoot with just give me the ball. Just give me the ball. Y'all shoot with confidence when y'all just give me the ball. But he talking over my coach and everything. Coach can't even draw nothing up.
Yeah.
Nah, just give me the ball. Y'all shoot with confidence. And I admired that. Like, bro, he see what's going on. We can't even get into nothing.
Yeah. And
we playing timid. Like, that's the type of players I like versus this player who, what we in? Yeah. Nah, play ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's and coaches like a lot of the what we in.
Mm-hmm. So, Tommy, throughout your career, you always being the guy, being the man. To now you're in Germany and you're not the man. You're getting paid. You're a pro, but now you're not Tommy Mason Griffin of Madison, Tommy Mason Griffin of Oklahoma. What is that like for you off the court? Like, going again, like I said, like for me, I want to know what's it like for you going back home in an apartment, you chilling your people back home, you know, because
I'm making the best of it. Like, that's what I want to tell kids, like the body language. Like, just saying, oh, this is what you just said, It sounds like I didn't go through a rough patch or I didn't have uncomfortable times. When I'm in the 5th grade playing football, one coach put me at tight end and D end. I'm like, bro, you put me at tight end, D end?
Yeah.
You serious right now? I didn't say nothing. You know what we did, though? I sucked it up. We went to Florida to the national championship.
Yeah.
I sucked it up. When I get to Welch, I'm in the 7th grade. I wanted to play 8th grade. They told me no, stay 7th grade.
Yeah.
When I got to, let's rewind. When I'm playing with Steve and Ray Penn when we young, I remember it was a tight game and Coach Leon get a rock to Steven. I asked him after the game, like, why you get a rock to Steve? He like, that's how I felt. So in my mind, I'm feeling like you think he nicer than me. And remember when I said I like Ray Penn energy?
Yeah.
Ray Penn we was in the 6th grade team, Houston, and Coach Martin going through me and Steve for the most part.
Martin Rogers, my guy.
Yeah, Ray coming off the bench. Ray like, hey, I'm just as good as Steve and Tommy. I don't know what y'all looking at. Like, he's saying this as a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, your confidence is out the roof. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
But to fast forward back to Germany, bro, I'm coming off the bench. You thinking I'm like this super role player, but I'm still having games where I'm having 18 points in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
19 points on people.
Yeah. Big game.
I show you pictures. PJ Tucker guarded me when we played them. Not they point guard. PJ Tucker on me.
Right. Yeah.
So the coach knows something on their scout.
Playing Frankfurt and playing Bamberg.
All right. So
game.
like I say, I'm on the team. These dudes making 30 a month, 40 a month, 50 a month. Sloan.
Big money. Yeah, right? I know. Yeah.
But look, in the locker room, you know who they asking all the questions?
You.
They asking me for everything off the court shit too. Like, what should I give my wife this? Like, I had the taste. I got the taste. Yeah. So they asking me. My coach see this though. He tell my agent, Tommy's the most likable guy on the team. They ask him about everything. You know what I'm saying? So my swag didn't never go away. I'm humble, but you gonna respect my energy in the room. That's around celebrities, anybody with money, anything. You just gonna see it on me. It's on me.
Yeah, it's not in. Yeah.
Nah, it's in me. It's not. Yeah,
it's
show
in
that.
You. Yeah. What advice would you give a high school player, highly thought of, highly ranked, coming up in Houston nowadays, getting recruited? What advice would you give from Tommy Mason Griffin?
Like I say, make sure you put your kids in at least one or two uncomfortable situations, or at least in a different than just having the ball all the time. Like, if you playing with great players, you see what Russell Westbrook going through right now, right? I seen this 10 years ago when he used to try to shoot more than KD, and I had these arguments like, you got to be able to pass and cut through, hit the corner jumper.
Adapt.
People don't look for that, though. They just looking for athleticism.
Yeah.
But get in an uncomfortable position where you're not the man, I say make it an everyday thing. Your off day is not your off day. Your off day, you should at least go jog 2 miles and do push-ups and sit-ups, or go swim or ride the bike for an hour. This is an off day regimen. Shoot the ball before practice and after practice at least once. If you go through a whole week of just practicing, you're only shooting the ball maybe like 50 to 75 times. This is a whole week of practice. You only getting 8 shots a day in scrimmaging. So you have to be making 500 jumpers before practice or 300 jumpers before practice if you want to stay consistent. Stretch after practice. Learn how to eat before college. Watch NBA games, and not just for the highlights. Watch it for the details. Just stay hungry.
It's big. If you had to change anything in your career, start to finish, what would it be?
Staying hungry. I got lazy. Just keep taking advice from people who've been there and done some of the things I've done. Staying one more year in college. And just, I say partying less. I party too much.
In college and high school?
Everywhere. High school, college, and pro.
Just party too much.
Yeah.
All right, normally on the Sloan Cold Facts, what we do to end the show, T, is we ask guys their 5, kind of like the facts, their 5 best players they ever played with or against ever in their career, from high school to pro. I'm going to shoot you that question. What are your 5 Tommy Mason Griffin Sloan Cold Facts, 5 best players you played against or with?
To me, with or against.
Well, no, let's back up. This is special. Who are the 5 best players you played with first, and the 5 best you played against?
The 5 best I played with: Willie Warren, Tiny Gallon, Jay Lucas, Gary Johnson, Steven Rogers. Who I played against?
Yep.
John Wall, Nick Wise, Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Stevenson. And I say
High school or pro, college too.
John Wall, Nick Wise.
You said Lance Stevenson.
You
said Jay Lucas was 4.
He with me.
Oh, he with
played
you. Oh, okay, he with you. Okay.
I say Jacob Pullen.
Mm-hmm.
And I say Bobby Brown.
Oh, B. Brown, California. A legend, a living legend. Madison's finest, Hiram Clark's finest. A star guard, one of the best players ever to grace our city. One of the top players in the country during his time in high school. You ask anybody, especially around these parts, you ask pro guys who one of the baddest dudes they ever seen, people going to say TMG, the Tommy Mason Griffin Show. Tommy, man, we appreciate you for coming to Sloan Cold Facts. It's a legendary episode. Our when I started this podcast, it was to give dudes love, show people love. You are, again, living legend. You are somebody people compare kids to coming up when they say, yo, this kid, he wasn't like Tommy though. Similar. You're a bad dude, but he wasn't Tommy. I want to give you your flowers. I want the world to know how good you are, man. I want you to tell your story on this platform, man. We appreciate you joining the show. It's episode number 9, Sloan Cold Facts. We got Tommy Mason Griffin. Tommy, appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.